play button. First off, I seen something on the internet where there is a video game called the Chaos Chronicles. Now, this story is totally different from that Chaos Chronicles that deals with a totally different storyline. This one is my own work, which I just so happen to coincidentally name the Chaos Chronicles. Now, I can change it anytime I want to, but my story. And it's my original work, and the main villain of this story is called Chaos. So, yeah, it best fits. So it's still going to be called the Chaos Chronicles for as long as I want it to be. Anyway, I'm going to describe the next scene. It's called the Greater Promise. Um, well, Judy brings the little babe to his elder sister Julianne, his pretty much his middle sister, middle sibling. And she too is an expectant mother. And when he brings baby Xavier to her, it's just like, oh, sunflowers and roses. She is just so happy, and they're just so happy to see the prophesied one there, right there. They have guardianship of that baby. It's just so wonderful. And she is currently 2 months pregnant. For what a minor character named Dr. Fong told her, and she's doing happy. She's trying her best not to make the baby have any stress upon her and so forth. And her baby's father is the protege of her dad named um, Yun Mei Kong, or Yun Mi Kong, people can say either way. And he is a youth minister now. He was once a monk, the highest um, honored monk in the temple. He went to venture off and became a youth minister for the children so he could lead them on the right path. And then here comes Young Win. Once again, some y'all the missing one. I always gotta come back with the trying to apologize. First he gonna come out and talk about spreading the poison, all we did, brother. Spreading the poison? You know we're gonna come in trying to start some crap. Talk about I apologize for my actions earlier and stuff like that. I'm like, and when I'm right there, I'm like, I gotta make him start really messy and sneaky. So yeah. Speaking of which, it should be accepted. I mean, he did cause a completely ridiculous scene in the prayer room during the second scene. So um, they accept his apology, and for some reason, he knows that the baby's name is Xavier Highland. I guess, and some tells me that he was listening, you know, because usually when someone finds out somebody's name before the other people do, he was listening to something, and then he wasn't in the room when it was going on. So they're just happy. He's trying to be nice for once. And then Yunwin's tell him that the heavens convicted him, and that they're asking him to bless the child using light's essence, and if he doesn't, it will result in a demotion of his rank with the heavens. And you can have a good feeling that somebody's going to try to do something really sneaky. So Judy is like, he ain't having it. He ain't having it. No, because in order to use light tests, you have to perform a certain type of divination upon the baby. First of all, you're supposed to perform a divination upon the baby. Of all things, a baby. I mean, dealing with anything spiritual over a child, especially if it can cause harm to the child, like voodoo or stuff like that, and all that kind of crap. And even upon other people, you don't do that to stuff people. That's why I keep on telling people, stop fooling with that crap, that voodoo crap and all that stuff like that. Stop fooling with that. You can screw yourself up, screw somebody else up, and then you're gonna be all guilty, or you're gonna probably feel good about it, and then somebody gonna catch you. It's gonna probably come right back on you, and so forth. Well, anyway, uh, Judy's like, you ain't doing it, pretty much, and he's accusing him of this excuse me, I'm fine, but Youngwin is not, being influenced by the darkness and whatnot. This handsome and nice brother of ours has been cursed with a hateful and scornful heart because of his dealings with the mystic world. We all know how you like to experiment, young one. Tell us the truth and shame yourself for once. And young one is trying to argue his case. Um, Talk about, I owe you no such thing, boy. Give me the child. Know your place before the heavens. And then Judy says something that is just so real. He's like, there is no heaven in hell, young man. That's a good comeback. All right, Leanne is like, both of you stop it. She gets up, holding her stomach, and she gets the baby. She walks out. Young Win and D, they are following her, and she's like, pretty much like, don't follow me. She's going to CZ Taihu, who is the honorary sister, and she is also a concubine that works for the governor of China, that part of China at the time. And she's pretty saying this baby does not deserve to be around such childishness, and neither do I. Of course, I mean, she's pregnant with child, and that baby in her arms right now doesn't need that. He doesn't need two men fighting over him. I'm about to say two teenage boys fighting over him like some kids. And Lien is 17. Her younger brother is 16. Her eldest brother is 18 and a half. So she's 17 years old, and she has more sense than both of her brothers, even than her older brother. So she's doing the right thing. She's keeping it real. Um, and she leads them. Um, and remembering her mother, Zhu Chen Li. Coincidental, Chen Li. Um, she died giving birth to her youngest brother, and that was around the time that she was in Wushu camp. Because of this, going to Wushu camp, she lost a lot of her childhood memories, um, and she lost time to gain a lot of good childhood memories, and that affected her. So she makes a promise to the infant in her hand and her onboard baby, which is actually the onboard baby is also going to be a major character in the story later on. She says, with all my heart and soul, I vow to never let you suffer the way I did. You will live your life knowing that you are loved by a strong woman, your sister Xavier, and your mother, my unborn child. Until the day that I die, I will always, always protect you, even if I must do so with the last of my life's blood. And to hear a woman say that to you, that means something. Come on. Even if I must do so with the last of my life's blood, she's pretty much saying I will die to make sure that you're protected. So that's a strong woman that wants to protect the child. Oh, bravo, honey, bravo, Liam, bravo, bravo, oh, oh. Well, anyway, next up in the next scene, we'll switch up to the wrestling, the wrestling, WWE and TNA. Way before they was super humongous big stars. Um, some of the storyline is true, some of it is not true at all. So if you get offended, please don't be no fanboy, fangirl, get on here and talk about that's not true, it didn't happen. It's a fictional story, okay? Okay? The next scene is going to be Paranormal Scene 1. Alright. Well, part 1, excuse me. Alright. Stop button and kisses.